get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a give right side. Carson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down. And this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's grinding his team this week because, let's face it, who wants to be the team to lose to someone who's lost 4 straight games?
So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Arizona.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Edmonds into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darrell Daniels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. It'll be 37 yards there. On the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now, 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another carry now for Edmonds. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a give to Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Shifts by him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Cardinals. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A 6-yard unit.
They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Murray now to throw. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
First down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, 29 yards. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, it's Carson. Fancy footwork in midfield. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This is Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk, and the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. Let's go, baby. We turn it over. Let's get that ball.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They run it here with Edmonds. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down. On 1st down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to try and go deep again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the Cards force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A little juke. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, Just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.